Jey Uso sends a message to Sami Zayn after Survivor Series War Games. Austin Theory on his failed Money in the Bank cash-in. Austin Theory didn't expect to win. Logan Paul should not face John Cena. The Undertaker spotted backstage at Survivor Series. Leaked footage shows Kevin Owens' emotional reaction after being betrayed by Sami Zayn. Let's jump right into it. Austin Theory on his failed Money in the Bank cash-in. Austin Theory has looked back on his failed Money in the Bank cash-in attempt following his victory at WWE Survivor Series. Several weeks ago on Raw, he cashed in his contract on Seth Rollins for the United States Championship but lost the match in the briefcase. Although the 25-year-old didn't win the U.S. title on the red brand, he defeated Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley in a triple threat match at Survivor Series to become the new United States champion. Following the match, Austin Theory spoke to BT Sport and shared that after he lost the briefcase, he hit rock bottom and had to revamp his character. "I never thought I'd have the failed cash-in, but I guess I would be one of those guys, but I would say for me, that whole process of that day of losing the Money in the Bank contract and kind of, where do I go now? I literally hit rock bottom, so what now? And kind of just to have this revamp of a personality and bring out this different type of energy that people aren't used to from Austin Theory. It kind of just shifts everything, and for me, it's great, and looking at it long term, it can only evolve and get better from here," said Theory. The Raw star was portrayed as Vince McMahon's protege before the latter's retirement. As part of his gimmick, he took selfies on his way to the ring that was shown on the Titantron. After losing the Money in the Bank contract, however, Theory dropped the selfie gimmick. The current United States champion stated that he had to evolve, as he couldn't portray the selfie gimmick forever. "It's as wild as it has been for everybody else. You go from being so used to something to a quick switch, and pretty much, that quick switch changes everything, but, for a good way I feel like, because for me, it was a chance for Austin Theory to evolve and go to that next level, and I can't take selfies forever and be a goofball, so it's finding that next chapter and what's gonna get me to becoming a world champion, and I think we're on the right track." Theory is recognized as the youngest United States champion in WWE history. Since Seth Rollins lost the title in a triple threat match, he might challenge Theory to a rematch for the title. Do you think Austin Theory deserves a world title run? Sound off in the comments below. Austin Theory didn't expect to win. Austin Theory has weighed in on what it felt like to become the new United States champion. He took on Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley at WWE Survivor Series in a triple threat match for the coveted title, which he won after the Almighty hit the Visionary with a spear in the ring. The 25-year-old star is now a two-time United States champion and is also the youngest person in history to hold the title. Speaking to BT Sport, Austin Theory shared that it blows his mind that he's now a two-time U.S. champion. He hopes to get moved up the ladder as he defeated two major stars in Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. There was a lot of emotions, I'd say, being out there, all the fans in Boston, Massachusetts, going crazy, and being in the ring with Seth freaking Rollins. Being in there with Bobby Lashley, two names that are so well known in the WWE, and me, on the come up of going to be one of those top guys. This right here just puts that next stamp on that for me and moves me up that ladder. It just kind of blows my mind that I'm a two-time United States champion. "It's awesome," said Theory. Following his victory at WWE Survivor Series, Theory sent a message to the rest of the roster for anyone who thinks they have what it takes to dethrone him for the title. In a backstage interview with Kathy Kelly, Austin Theory stated that whoever steps up is going to get put down, and he's not playing around anymore. "The now is right now, and it is very clear. I've said it for the past few weeks, and it is a reality. So anybody that wants to step up is getting sent home. I don't play games no more. There are no smiles, but there is action. I can do this all day, and anybody that wants to go around, I'll put them down, a town down." Austin Theory left many WWE fans taken aback when he dethroned Seth Rollins at Survivor Series. It'll be interesting to see how long his reign will last this time and who his opponents will be. What was your reaction to Austin Theory winning the U.S. title? Sound off in the comments below. Logan Paul should not face John Cena. Fans are visibly excited about Logan Paul's next WWE match following his successful showing at Crown Jewel 2022. Recent speculation suggests John Cena could be a possible opponent for the Maverick. However, Vince Russo explained why the matchup was a bad idea for the company. Logan Paul wrestled for a world title in only his third pro wrestling match at the most recent Saudi Arabia show, and even came admirably close to dethroning Roman Reigns in a phenomenal contest. The YouTuber, unfortunately, suffered an injury during the bout and is expected to return for a WrestleMania match in 2023. Paul has already texted Triple H regarding a dream match with John Cena. However, Vince Russo didn't find the showdown all that alluring. On the latest episode of Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Outlaws, the former WWE writer said Logan would be perceived as a second banana if he got into a program with Cena. Bro, does that position him, perception-wise? Does that position him as a second banana? Bro, because Reigns beat him. Reigns beat Logan Paul. So, now, if you bring in John Cena to wrestle, I don't know, bro. Vince Russo highlighted that John Cena has established himself as a massive Hollywood star and explained why the 16-time world champion could risk suffering a severe injury if he wrestles Logan Paul. The 27-year-old might have proved that he belonged in wrestling, but at the end of the day, he was unsuccessful in defeating the Tribal Chief at WWE Crown Jewel. Vince Russo stated that Logan Paul vs. John Cena doesn't make sense as Logan failed to overcome Roman Reigns' challenge. Russo continued, "We're talking about a legit movie star, man. I'm sorry. I hear a lot of guys put over Cena's acting, and bro, this guy is a bona fide movie star. And to me, the booking of that is the second banana. He couldn't beat Roman Reigns, but we're going to give him a shot against John Cena because maybe he could beat him." The veteran superstar is pretty much certain to appear at the next WWE Mega Show in 2023 as it's happening in Hollywood, California. John Cena is amongst the most popular actors in the world, and Triple H would ideally love to have his former rival on the WrestleMania card despite their past differences. While a match against Logan Paul might not come to fruition, there is a stronger possibility of John Cena returning for a clash against Austin Theory. The 25-year-old star recently regained the United States Championship and name-dropped Cena in a scathing promo. Cena vs. Theory has been teased for a while now, and it could be the match that eventually makes it to the final WrestleMania 39 lineup. Who would you like to see John Cena wrestle once he's back in the ring? Let us know in the comments section below. The Undertaker spotted backstage at Survivor Series. WWE Hall of Famer The Undertaker recently took to social media to share a photo of himself and company co-CEO Stephanie McMahon backstage at Survivor Series. The Phenom made his televised debut at the 1990 Survivor Series event 32 years ago as part of the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase's team. He celebrated his 30th anniversary with the company in 2020 and was inducted into this year's Hall of Fame. It was reported several days ago that the Deadman and his wife Michelle McCool would be backstage at Survivor Series in Boston, as he was set to host his One Dead Man show the night before the premium live event. The Undertaker recently shared a behind-the-scenes photo of himself and Stephanie McMahon on Twitter, stating that he enjoyed the show. "Always great to see my friend Stephanie McMahon. Congratulations to all involved on Survivor Series War Games, really enjoyed it." He wrote, "The Phenom is regarded by many as one of the greatest superstars in the history of WWE. During his 30-decade career, he has held multiple championships, headlined countless events, and shared the ring with many notable stars such as Stone Cold, The Rock, John Cena, and Hulk Hogan." The Phenom was known for his supernatural character and the unique stipulations he brought to the playground. Staying true to his fame, he announced his retirement from professional wrestling after colliding with AJ Styles in a boneyard match at WrestleMania 36. He defeated the Phenomenal One at the event in a gruesome encounter that headlined the first night of the show. The Undertaker finally took his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame during WrestleMania 38 weekend when he was inducted by former WWE Chairman Vince McMahon. The Deadman will go down as one of the greatest to ever step foot inside a professional wrestling ring. What's your favorite Undertaker moment? Sound off in the comments section below. Leaked footage shows Kevin Owens' emotional reaction after being betrayed by Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn sided with the Bloodline over Kevin Owens at WWE Survivor Series, which left the latter emotional after the match. The prizefighter was inches away from securing the victory for his team when his best friend turned rival stopped the referee from counting 3. The honorary Uso then went on to hit Ko below the belt before delivering a hell of a kick. Jey Uso was quick to capitalize on it as he hit a splash to pick up the victory for the Bloodline. Sami Zayn's actions seemingly had a deep impact on Owens. Fan footage showed that he was quite emotional after what went down inside the War Games structure. Owens had a brief conversation with the honorary Uso on SmackDown before Survivor Series. The prizefighter stressed that the Bloodline will eventually turn on Zayn and therefore the latter should strike first. However, it seems like Owens' words had no impact on him. Sami Zayn's association with the Bloodline is one of the hottest acts in pro wrestling today. For months, the master strategist tried to get into the good books of Roman Reigns, which eventually led to the Tribal Chief recognizing him as the honorary Uso. Kevin Owens, meanwhile, continued to stand against the Bloodline, warning Zayn about the stable's intentions. The next chapter in their story played out at Survivor Series, where the master strategist betrayed KO to prove his loyalty to Reigns. However, as per Wrestling News Co. sources, the prizefighter is not done with Roman Reigns and the duo could face off at the Royal Rumble next year. It was also noted that there are plans for Zayn to collide with the Tribal Chief, which could come to fruition at the Elimination Chamber in Montreal, Canada. Besides the singles matches against the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn could also reunite in the near future to take on the Usos for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles, possibly at WrestleMania 39. Would you like to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens reunite in WWE? Sound off below and let us know your thoughts. Jey Uso sends a message to Sami Zayn after Survivor Series War Games. Jey Uso took to Instagram to send a heartfelt message to Sami Zayn shortly after the Survivor Series War Games PLE. At last night's Survivor Series War Games event, the main event saw the Bloodline put down the Brawling Brutes, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens in a War Games match. Sami Zayn played a significant role in the Bloodline's massive victory, which didn't go unnoticed. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso both hugged the honorary Uso following the big win. Now, Jey has put up a heartwarming story on his Instagram story section. The story features a picture of Zayn and Uso hugging it out following the Bloodlines win at Survivor Series War Games. Jey also sent a 2-word message to Sami in the caption of his story, "My dog." The Bloodline storyline with Sami Zayn has been regarded by many as the best wrestling angle of the year. Fans have had nothing but good things to say about the tension-filled dynamic between Zayn and Jey Uso so far. Interestingly, the rift between Zayn and Jey was seemingly not originally planned. Here's what Zayn had to say about the same: "You might have an idea of where this is going, but then certain things might hit, and certain things might not, that take it in a whole different direction." I think one huge aspect of this storyline with the Bloodline, to give you an example, that kind of took a lifeline of its own, was this whole interaction with Jey. I don't know if that was ever the big starting point plan. Oh well, we'll have this huge rift between these two guys. I don't know if that's really what we set out to do at the beginning. It snowballed. The general consensus among fans is that the Bloodline will betray and put down Sami Zayn somewhere down the line. Fans are already dreading the impending betrayal, and it's bound to be a tear-jerking moment if it happens. What happens next between Jey Uso and Sami Zayn? Drop your predictions below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for